Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more
There's
times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help
One
me?
hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.
Andrew McCART, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm with the big man again, Scottish heavyweight Nick Campbell. Nick, I've got one question and one question only. It's a fight, spar, avoid. I'm going to give you 3 names, and all you can do is fight, spar, and avoid each one. So are you ready for the names?
Go for it.
Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, and Alexander Usyk. Pretty sure you knew that was coming, but who would you fight, who would you spar, and who you avoid?
First off, I'd fight Anthony Joshua purely based on a financial reason, because whenever you fight the big man, you're getting well paid for it. So, not that you wouldn't get well paid for fighting the other two, but let's be honest, he's been part of some of the biggest nights in British boxing and world boxing in the last couple of years. So, aye, it would be definitely fighting the big man for a bucket load of dough. Spar would be Big Tyson. I'll be honest, I'm an admirer of the big man. No, I don't fancy him or anything like that. I just think he's a cracking boxer. So to get in and do some rounds with him would be unbelievable. Get to share the ring with him and try and learn off him would be incredible. And last but not least, I would avoid Usyk. For me, he's a southpaw. Aye, scared. No, to be honest, he is quite a scary bloke. I'm not really scared of anybody, but I will give him his due. He's a scary bloke. But I would avoid Usyk just purely based on the fact he's such a slick boxer and he's a southpaw. He's he's a lot of guys' worst nightmare, and I think it'd be a really awkward customer to deal with. So that would be me. I'd fight Anthony Joshua, I'd spar Big Tyson, and I'd try and avoid Usyk if I possibly could.
See, the one that stands out is probably the one that's more realistic is sparring Tyson. I'm pretty sure Tyson one day might invite you into camp, because obviously you're 6'8", you're a big guy, and if he ever needs that tall fighter again, I'm pretty sure that I know he calls people in to spar different names and stuff like that. So that's probably the most realistic one, sparring Tyson Fury at some stage in your career.
Aye, like I say, I've always been a big admirer of Tyson. Even back when I played rugby, I followed his whole career up from the start. To be honest with you, watched the trilogy against Chisora, or the fights against Chisora. Watched him coming through the ranks, and I've always been a fan. I've always liked him. I've always liked his character as well. Do you know what I mean? He's a kind of polarising character for me. I like him. I think he's brilliant. He says some outlandish stuff sometimes, but you've got to love the big man, and he backs everything up as well. Everything he says, he does. So I think to just be involved in his camp, to get in and do rounds with him, learn a few things off him, and just try and take in as much as I possibly could would be unbelievable. And like I say, I'm a big fan of his, so I'd be going in there to try and learn as much as I possibly could, give him good rounds, and obviously learn as much as possible.
Definitely. Well, listen, that was one question only, and you answered it perfectly there. Obviously, honest opinion, you'd fight Joshua for the financial reasons. You'd spar Tyson because obviously you admire him, and avoid Usyk because he's scary and is a southpaw. Can't get any better than that.
Listen, I'm trying to be honest, but I hope that was good enough for everybody. So,
that was, that's perfect.
Go.
Listen, I know you've just finished training. You've just arrived back at your apartment, your home, or wherever it is in Belfast. So, enjoy your rest until I'm no doubt you probably have a second session tonight, probably, or a run tonight. So,
yeah, I've got a run later on. So, all the joys.
Right, well, enjoy that, Nick. I'll enjoy that, and I'll catch up with you soon, brother. Thank you very much.
Andy, pleasure. Speak to you soon, mate.
Always, big man. Thank you.
Yeah, I put my dad in the street against a heavyweight.
I've gone back to the dad. I've punched him a few more
There's
times.
5 blokes outside my front door. Can you come and help me?
One hell of a fucking story, so stay tuned.